Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Steph Bartlett, and on this YouTube channel, I share all things farm life, wellness, travel, and most importantly, all things be wildly you and live life your way. Whilst I have recently been sharing a lot of farm life stuff and will continue to do so, the overarching mission for me is just to share my life, my random life, be wildly me, and hopefully inspire other people to do the same. Look, you may notice I sound a little bit different. I am full up with some sinus thing. It's not fun, but I committed to posting one new YouTube video every Sunday. So regardless of how I feel, we're getting it done, and I hope you enjoy what I've got in store for you today. To be honest, it got to Thursday and I was like, oh dear, I haven't got any video footage for this week's YouTube video that I need to post on Sunday. So I decided to do a day in the life video for Friday. I did have to help out on the farm, so got footage of that. And I still want to give you a little update of the week that's been as well. We have obviously had quite a bit of rain. There is lots of water laying around now. At the end of this YouTube video, I will give you an update on how much rain we had yesterday. We had a lot, and I'll also give you an update on how much rain we've had in total for the month of July. I was a bit behind on getting footage for this week's video because this week I was teaching yoga, and all the prep for that actually takes up quite a bit of time, as does traveling to the different towns, teaching the yoga classes, etc. But anyway, that was part of my week. As for the other guys on the farm, they had quite a few things going on. They were spreading urea, they were spraying, feeding sheep, that doesn't stop. They had a merino sheep field days to attend, and another day they also had this training course or some kind of course on the sprayer. Your girl doesn't know all the details. But yeah, basically, they did a lot of things, and I would have loved to have gone to the merino sheep field day and got footage of that, but I had to go teach a yoga class. But next week, I don't have yoga, so I'll be able to get more footage again. Anyhow, let's get into the video. I hope you enjoy it. As always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I've seen the stats, and apparently 80% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel, and it doesn't cost a cent to hit that subscribe button. So if you're happy to do that, I would really appreciate it. Speaking of, I reckon I'm even going to tell you how much money I made last week from YouTube. Are you intrigued to know how much money I made my first week of being monetized on YouTube? I might let you know at the end. Anyhow, let's get into it, or as I like to say, let's go.
Burn a little brighter every day, swimming in the tide against the waves, and I can hold my breath until they crash.
I just want to start this video by saying it is so refreshing and uplifting to see so much green around now. We've had quite a bit of rain for the month of June and July. And to think this video, I recorded this on the 21st of May. It goes to show how quickly things can change. So what are you up to, Dad?
Yeah, we're putting nitrogen on the crops at the moment, so every time the rain comes, before the rain comes and it's not windy, you try and go out and put urea on, which puts nitrogen in the crops.
Okay, helps it grow.
Helps it grow, yep.
All right, so that's this stuff in here.
That's right.
We're going to load it up in the tractor and put it in the spreader.
Yep, they put about 100 kilograms per hectare out on some of the stuff and about 70 on other.
Okay. Yep. What speed do you go cruising around the paddock?
20 k's.
20 k's?
Yeah, so you're doing about 70 hectares an hour when you get going.
All right, let's load it up.
All right, no worries.
Miss Coco, the fire's going. We like that. We like that a lot. Did you have a good sleep? I'm up and I'm showered. I always shower first thing in the morning. Just freshens me up especially when I'm not feeling the best. You might notice I sound like I've got a peg on my nose. I've just had all this sinus stuff this week. Not fun. One benefit is I got up through the night, just didn't sleep that great, so I got wood on the fire, so the fire hasn't gone out. That's a plus. Did have a bit of a laugh last night. I helped my Uncle Paul feed sheep yesterday, feed off hay. I shouldn't have got on the back of the trailer. The hay stirs up my sinuses, but I did. Anyway, he said to me afterwards, now tomorrow, are you right to start at 7:30 to feed sheep? He said, let's do it before the rain gets here. Should get here around 9. I was like, okay. And in the next breath, he also said, do you have a rain jacket? You do have a rain jacket, don't you? Now I know why, it's raining already. But I do think, in all fairness, I think heavier rain is coming around 9 o'clock. So it's nearly 7 o'clock, we'll leave in half an hour. I guess that's the thing about farming. The sheep need to be fed. If you're feeling sick, if the weather's horrible, tough. The plan for this video is to share a day in the life, and I've always dreamt of doing a really cool day in the life video showing you all the things I get up to in a day. But it turns out this day was very unusual. It was raining outside all day, so I didn't get outside and go for my morning walk, do all the normal things I do. But anyway, I'm committed to making these videos for you. This is my Friday. This is how it unfolded. So let's get into it. Out you go. Come on, outside. You've got to go out because you're not coming feeding sheep. Out you come, quick. Don't have all day. Go do your business. Good girl. Not much of a sunrise to look at this morning. I normally cook up oat pancakes for my breakfast, but I knew we had an early start this morning and I probably wouldn't have time to cook up some pancakes. So last night I stewed some apples. I love stewed apple with my coconut yogurt and my homemade muesli. So that's my brekkie. I wear this jacket all the time on the farm. It's a good windproof jacket, but it's not waterproof. Oh, it says it is. It is waterproof. Oh, I think that's a bit questionable because I have got wet through this jacket before. So I gave Dad a call. Mum and Dad aren't here at the moment. So I asked Dad, do you have a waterproof jacket? If so, where is it? He thinks it's somewhere in the laundry. He's not quite sure. So I'm going to go try find it. If not, this will do the trick, but it's not 100% waterproof. And I'll be doing the gates today, so I will be the one out in the weather. Also, gave my Rossi boots a bit of love last night, bit of leather care, because I knew they're going to be out in the conditions today, Coco. They're going to get a test, that's for sure. The rain actually isn't that bad at the moment. It's not too heavy. I think that's why Paul said, if we get going at 7:30, hopefully we'll get the sheep fed before the heavier stuff's coming in. So that will be good. Well, I just had a look and I cannot see a waterproof jacket anywhere, so this will just have to do. It's better than nothing. Just saw Paul rock up. Gotta go, Coco. No, you're staying, sorry. You gotta stay. Get my water. You stay. Good girl. Morning. How are you?
Good. Get the ewes done first, eh?
Yeah. Yep. Good idea.
The main thing I'm concerned about is it should be right. It becomes heavy, getting bulk like that. Look,
Oh yeah. No, don't need that.
It's a little bit lighter here than Keith.
Is it? Yeah.
We'll share a little bit heavy. We've got the tarp on, so it's a bit of a tarp on, isn't it? It'll be
I was
trouble.
wondering that.
Yeah, it's good.
So it's just you on the farm today, Paul?
Yep, that's great. That's me. Yeah. Everyone's away doing different things.
Doing it for the team?
That's it. Yeah, it won't be a big day. Just get the sheep fed. Probably head home, I'd say.
Yep. This is the last mob in containment feeding. We had another mob, the hoggets, in containment feeding too, but they went back out to the pastures the other day, about a week ago, I reckon. And your girl has got smarter. Remember, I had a bit of colourful language here a while back because the sheep nearly got out. I've learned, open the gates, just leave the gates open, but instead of standing behind a gate and leaving it wide open for them to get out, you go here and just be the gate. No issues anymore. In the last video, feeding ewes lambing, it was the first time we've ever done it. Probably a month ago or something now, is it, that we started?
Yeah, true. We did do a bit of it with the crossbred lambs earlier in the year. In April.
Yep.
And that sort of gave us a bit of confidence to do it with the merinos.
Yeah.
A lot less losses than we thought.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's gone better than you expected, hasn't it?
Yeah. And So we might get a few more losses, but being small mobs, putting them up to small mobs of 80 ewes in a paddock,
Yep.
I think that helps a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot more work getting around, of course, but
Yeah.
not to have the loss of lambs, and the sheep have all done really well having that green pick.
Yeah.
So it worked out really well.
I've got to say, I've been impressed going out feeding sheep, seeing the ewes. They're looking good, the lambs looking good.
Yeah, now we've been feeding beans for a while now, and boy, that's really, the lambs looking exceptional.
Yep.
I'm very pleased. Yeah. There's about 120. 120.
So the other thing that's different from last time I was feeding sheep a few weeks ago is you had heaps of little mobs of ewes lambing, and now you've put some of them together, so there's a few bigger mobs now. Why have you done that?
That's right. So first you finish lambing now, so now that there's not so many younger lambs, we've got the confidence to start putting two mobs into one. And then we just keep doing that, keep putting the mobs, and then you get pastures. The sheep come out of it, got a chance to pick up.
Okay, so get some more
It
feed.
just works a lot better. And also the feeding obviously is a lot quicker and easier.
Yeah, and I guess because you're still feeding them, that means the pastures still have a chance to grow with all the sheep in there as well.
Well, that's been the big winner.
Yeah.
They've had a green pick now for a long time, but we've chosen to keep feeding. And that's worked well. The pastures sort of getting ahead of them. And also, we're very much into our meat with our merinos, so we want to make sure that where the lambs are coming through in good condition, so we can just push on later on and hopefully get very good money for them.
Yeah, awesome.
And some meat prices are looking pretty nice at the minute.
Very good. Remember that paddock where the sheep accidentally got out of the paddock and went into the other one? So there was a heap of lucerne growing. Look at it now. So what were you saying about the lambs?
I'm just saying, it seems ridiculous, but this is probably the best I've seen the merino lambs look. But feeding beans and barley combination, they're getting that protein that they need. So when they're lambing at this stage, it's virtually the highest need for protein and energy. So if you get their mix right and the green pick, they're doing really well. So it's very pleasing. And I think their percentages also look quite
pretty good.
too,
Yeah.
so happy days, I'll say.
I'm just surprised because at the start when you said you're going to have to hand feed all the ewes lambing, I was like, oh no, how's this going to go? But it's actually, done really well.
I've been doing it for years and I was a bit the same, but after, like I said before, after doing the crossies, that gave me a bit of confidence that it can be done. But very importantly, having small mobs and lots of paddocks, we're lucky we can do that. I think that helps.
Silly lamb on the wrong side of the fence, and the ewe and another lamb was trying to get it. So I did a good deed for the day, opened up those gates. I said, Paul, you go feed the sheep, I'm gonna get this girl back in. So happy days. Well, I must say, I thought it was going to be pouring with rain, and it's not. It's not too bad at all, actually. Which is good considering sometimes I just sit at the gate here because Paul just zooms in and out, like feeds a mob and back through again. No point me getting back in the ute. Lovely winter's day. It was then 9:45. We were all done on the way home again, and I felt very satisfied knowing that the sheep had full bellies on this very wintry day. Hello, mate. Bet you've been hiding in my room, eh? It is so cold outside. My hands are like ice. Can you feel how cold my hands are? But that is a good job done. The rain is just starting to come in a bit heavier now. So I am glad we started early. And those sheep are fed. Get their food before it all gets rained on. Up next, I am thinking I'm gonna squeeze some fresh lemon, some honey, hot water, and get that into me. Oh, you right there? actually be a true representation of a day in the life for a Friday for me without heading into town to get a coffee. I have only had one coffee this week. It's Friday. I've only had one. I don't drink as much these days. I love it. Bloody love the taste, the smell, the buzz, all of it. But I just know I feel better when I don't have coffee. I don't rev so much. But some days just call for coffee, especially days like this. Let's hit the road. I'm going to show you another cafe in my hometown. In my last video, I showed you Harvest Providor. This time, I'm going to show you the other cafe, Henry and Rose. They're both beautiful. We're so lucky to have two cafes to choose from. I've just pulled up in town at the cafe. It's still raining here too. It looks like they've had way more rain than us so far. Puddles everywhere. Coffee. It tastes bloody good. There was actually some of our neighbours from the farm were in there having a coffee by the fire. It's kind of farming day where you have coffee and chill because it's pretty wet out there. But I should have got some footage chatting to them as well. I did joke about it and say to them, I should get a bit of footage talking to you. We can put that on the YouTube video. I think that's been one of the biggest struggles for me so far, or biggest hurdle, not a struggle, it's just a bit of a hurdle with creating YouTube content, is you feel like such an idiot, especially in your hometown. Walking through a cafe, filming everything, it's just not what most people do. But if you want to be committed to being a content creator, you just got to get on with it. You just got to do it. And I think people will get used to it eventually. Just remembered it's mail day. Right, got the mail. We have mail day out here twice a week. I remember as a kid, mail day was my favourite day because I just love getting mail. Not that I really got much. I did have like pen pals back in the day. I sound really old now because it's before email. And I love to write, so I'd write to a friend that was at boarding school. My cousin, we used to write letters to each other sometimes too. She was in Adelaide. I just love writing. That's going to be my next job, write an email to send out to my mailing list, give them a little update of what's been happening in the Steph Bartlett business world. And I also want to write a blog post to give everyone an update on some changes to my business that I'm making. My blog posts are kind of like a bit of a journal entry. I'm very open and honest, share my thoughts. Actually helps me process a lot of stuff too, gives me direction. So that will be next. And I feel like today is so wintry. Today is a good day to be cozied up by the fire doing some writing. Normally I work at my office out here, but it's a bit cold. So that is why I move into here, and then I can shut the door and keep the heat from the fire in here. Oh man, it's cold. It is now lunchtime, so I'm going to do a rain check. I'm going to get my rain jacket back on, boots on, and go for a run through the scrub through to mum and dad's house and check out the rain gauge, see how much rain we've had. One of my brothers just messaged me before. He lives in Adelaide and he's asked, much rain, question mark. We're always checking in on the rain, seeing how everything's going. So I'll go check. I'll be able to message him back, let him know how much rain we've had so far. And I always love knowing myself too. Any farmers watching this, you'll understand we like to know how much rain we've had. Gonna be 9.5 so far. They forecast 10 to 25 mil for today. I think it's meant to be raining all day. So we've had 9.5 and it's midday. So if we get another 9.5 before this evening, that'll get us around 20. It'd be bloody handy. In case you can't tell, I really don't like the cold. Give me a hot summer's day any day over this cold stuff. So I had a little bit of time for my lunch, and then after my lunch it was back to my laptop. I do spend a lot of time at my computer, but I've kind of designed my life this way. I wanted a business where I could work from anywhere. having an online business means I can do that, hence on my laptop so much. I think that's why I love being able to help out on the farm every now and then as well, because it means I can get outdoors and move my body a bit. Speaking of getting outdoors and moving my body a bit, for a break, I thought I would get outside and get some footage of the rain and also give you an update on how much rain we've had, because I'm not going to bore you with me working for the rest of the day. I'm going to wrap it up here. But I've got some cool drone footage to show you, and we are bloody stoked with the rain that we've had. As you can see, down the laneway is a bit waterlogged. That's because, I guess, driving vehicles along there, the ground gets quite compact. But as you can see, out in the paddocks, there's not water laying around, which is good, but it can get too wet if we do get too much rain. So I think we've had the perfect amount of rain. So for this day, the Friday, we ended up having 28 mil of rain, which is amazing. And then if we look at the total for July, we're sitting at around 73 mil for the month, which is great. Well, that is a wrap for today's YouTube video. I apologize if you can hear me breathing in the voiceovers and the chat, because I can't breathe through my nose at the moment. I'm so over this. But anyway, we got it done. I got the video done. I am committed to bringing you a brand new video every Sunday. And I just want to thank you so much for your support with my YouTube channel. Honestly, I get emails, messages from people on social media. I'm blown away with how many people watch my little YouTube channel. So thank you so much. Oh, I just remembered. I said I was going to tell you how much money I've made from YouTube in my first week of monetizing my YouTube channel. Are you ready? I think it's just over. We're talking US dollars, okay? You get paid in US dollars. I think it was $25.41. So we're not covering the bills yet. Not even close, but you know what? Obviously, YouTube isn't my main source of income for my business, and I would be creating these videos anyway, so it's pretty cool that I can actually make money. Like, if I'm going to be putting time and effort into making these videos, if I can make a few dollars here and there, that's pretty cool. And obviously, the more my channel grows, the more views and watch hours it gets. So you watching now are helping me monetize the channel. The more potential you have to earn more money. Anyhow, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm excited to see what footage I can get for you for next week's YouTube video. But for now, be wildly you and live life your way. See ya.
Burn a little brighter every day.